If you're looking of some oh my god. If you wanna know where the most oh my god.
A few moments later.
You've reached the age of retirement or you're getting close to retirement, and now you're looking for the place to live, to spend your golden years in. Is a 55 and over community all what it's cracked up to be?
Every year you're over 40, you should add an inch to the hemline of your dress.
Well, then you should be dragging around a Persian rug.
Believe it or not, I'm starting to do that research myself right now. I have a little bit of a ways to go, but it's always good to plan. I'm a planner. I need to know, I got to plan ahead and get my life in order, right? In my research, looking at 55 and over communities, I was a little shocked at some of the things that I found.
What? What is it?
And I thought it'd be good to pass this information along to you to give you reasons why you should not buy in a 55 and over community. Some of these reasons may surprise you, as they surprised me. I was a little shocked when I saw some of these, I'm not going to lie. So I hope this helps you. It's really helping me make that decision on where I'm going to live. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I want to live in a 55 and over community. So let's get into this right now. Whether you're thinking of moving to Florida or even Arizona or anywhere warm where they have these beautiful 55 and over communities, I think it's important that you understand what are some of the bad things that could go along with this. I'm not trying to be the downer like I do sometimes, but this channel is called Your Dose of Real Estate Reality. So I'm bringing the real facts to you here. And here are some reasons why you should not consider buying in a 55 and over community. The number one reason is clicks. Yeah. If you want to go back and relive your high school days and live among the homecoming queen and the captain of the football team and people jockeying for a position to be all popular and be in the in crowd, expect to see that in a 55 and over community. When I was doing my research, I was seeing this pop up a lot. This was a complaint of a lot of people who live in these 55 and over communities. And it sounded like high school.
Now, if you break any of these rules, you can't sit with us at lunch. Well, I mean, not just you, like any of us.
Well, I'm sorry. I could not believe when I read some of these stories, and they get exclusive. Like, yeah, like you have the popular kids and the not so popular kids. So why have we not moved on from high school? We're over 55, we're retirement age. Can't we just all get over that? Like, why? And another thing too, you have people jockeying for positions and positions of power. They want to serve on the homeowners association, and it's all about egos. And they were probably class president back in high school, so they figured, oh, here I can relive my glory days and be the president of the HOA.
I think I'm joining the mathletes.
No. You cannot do that. That is social suicide. You are so lucky you have us to guide you.
And it can get pretty ugly. That is the biggest thing that turned me off to a 55 and over community, because, oh my God, no, I'm not living through that again. Now, this is not to say that every community is like this, but it can happen. It can happen. So if you don't want to relive your high school days and be that kid that's shoved to the side because the cool kids don't want you to be a part of their crowd, this may not be for you. The number two reason why you shouldn't buy in 55 and over community is the HOA, or homeowners association. Now, the homeowners association, they have a lot of restrictions and regulations. If you're buying in a 55 and over community, really comb through the deed and covenants of that community. Also look at the financials. And another thing, look at the meeting minutes. Oh my God. Those HOA meeting minutes can tell a big story, and you want to see what's really going on here. Are there problems within the community? Are there problems with getting things repaired? Or if projects need to get done, such as, repaving or replacing the roof on the clubhouse? Or if you're in a condo building, does the roof need to be replaced? Look at those meeting minutes. That tells a big story, and it's going to tell you a lot. But if you're not into that with the whole rules and regulations, look, coming from a single family home, owning your own private property and going into a community where you have an HOA, that's going to be major culture shock for you. And it's going to be a big transition. So if you're not into those rules and having people come down on you for, I don't know, not putting your garbage cans away in your garage, like immediately after your garbage is picked up. Yeah, I've heard that rule before. Or you're not allowed to like hang lights from your, from your windows, for the holidays and stuff. If you're not into that and you don't want to be told what to do, yeah, don't buy in a 55 and over community. Just don't. Hey, before you move on, you got to hit the like and also subscribe. Thank you. The number 3 reason is, again, talking about homeowners association, you have to take into consideration the HOA fees. Some of these fees get super expensive, and I get it. These communities provide a lot of amenities, and some of the bigger communities like the villages, they have activities all the time, and they have to pay these activity directors to run these programs in these communities. That's what you're paying for. But when you're on a fixed income in retirement, this could get pretty expensive for you. Those HOA fees, they're going to increase every year. So you have to really take that into consideration and budget for that and be prepared that you're going to have to pay for that. Some of these fees I've heard in Florida could be upwards to $800 a month, close to $1,000 a month. It's because, again, they have to pay for all of these wonderful amenities that you're getting. It doesn't come for free, folks. And it's, not part of the home purchase that you just automatically just get these things for, for what you paid for the house. It doesn't work that way. You have to pay this monthly HOA, and that could increase, and that could pose problems for you down the future if you're on a fixed income. The number 4 reason why you shouldn't live in a 55 and over community is the lack of age diversity. This is another topic that came up a lot in my research. Apparently, once people move into a 55 and over community, they kind of get bored, I guess, with the people that they're around because you're all the same age, and no pun intended, it gets old.
Well, you're terrifically old. But don't worry, not long now till you're at peace.
Another thing is, I think people struggle with seeing others as they're aging. They're, getting sick, ailments start to come up, and it bothers people to see that because then that affects, their own mortality, and they start to wonder, oh my God, am I going to be next? Am I going to be the next one to be sick and potentially pass away? So that's an issue too. So if you don't want to be surrounded by that and reminded of that all the time, this may not be a good fit for you. And, some people do like to be around the younger families or younger couples, just to mix it up and to learn about the other generations, right? And look, I know we have like this whole generation gap right now, or battle between the millennials, Gen X, and boomers. But you know what? We all can kind of learn from each other.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I mean, I learn from the millennials all the time and the Gen Zs, and they learn from us. So I think having some age diversity, my opinion, for me, I think that will be a healthy thing because, I can see why that could get old really fast. No pun intended. Like hanging around people the same age. So if that's going to be an issue for you, yeah, this would not be the right purchase for you. The 5th reason why you shouldn't buy in a 55 and over community is the resale. The reason for this is because there's a limited buyer pool with these types of properties. Now, look, you can get all excited. You're moving into a brand new community, 55 and over. This is awesome. But then down the road, when you go to sell it, I wouldn't be expecting that your home is going to really appreciate a lot in value because it's such a unique home. It's a unique situation, therefore bringing unique buyers. So you're only going to attract buyers 55 and over. Not to be morbid, but when you do pass on, you're going to be passing that burden along to your kids or, any family members that you're going to leave that property to. They're going to be burdened with having to sell this, and they do tend to take longer to sell. They don't always appreciate in value as much as a single family home would. So think about that. Now, if this is going to be your home, like you move in at 55 or at 60, and this is your home for like the next 20 some odd years until you pass away.
But the best thing about getting old is you're not responsible for remembering things anymore.
Will you make money? You will. But again, it's not as if you're buying a regular single family home in a regular neighborhood where it's going to be that easy to sell. Something to think about. This is, to me, I think that was like the most important aside from the clicks, my opinion. So after doing my research, personally, I don't know if I would consider a 55 and over community. Initially, it sounded great to me, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know, the clicks and the resale, that's doing it for me. If you want to know where the best places to retire in the US, I got a video right here. You really need to check that out. There's a lot of great information in there. If you need a realtor referral in the area where you live, or if you're looking to move somewhere else, I will connect you with a real estate agent, whether you're looking to buy or to sell a property. Thank you so much for watching me today. My name is Jackie Baker, and I will see you next time.